Hello, beautiful souls. I am coming in today to do a chat just about how can we start to help the earth. This is guided, this request. There's been a little fae friend that came through with some guidance to ask me to provide messages to the collective in how they can help the earth. Okay, so I will be following up with a pick a card reading as well on this, but I just wanted to get some basic, some basic messages on like what topics are crucial to be heard right now. Okay, with regards to how we care for this earth, and partly that can also be how we care for ourselves, as our imprint on this earth has an effect from how we care for ourselves. So, I did that last time. So I will pull some cards so we can get some messages. Okay, just some oracle-led discussion topics, and yeah, sorry, my throat is still a little off at the moment. Had a sore throat this past week, so bear with me. But messages for the collective at this time on how we can better be supporting the earth. As we know, there's been a lot of trouble with the health of the earth and how our footprint has been making such a big impact. And it can be hard because there's a lot of false information out there, there's a lot of conspiracies, and there's a lot of truth, and there's a lot of truth that's hidden by said conspiracies. So I just wanted to see what our fae friend might have specifically that they would like to share. Okay, so what messages specifically for the collective would you like them to hear at the moment? So we have labradorite and blue lotus flower, psychic gifts, wise sage, awareness, and call to action. So sorry. So we are being asked to start to really focus on that intuitive and psychic gifts that we already have within. Okay, everybody has an element of intuitive abilities. Obviously it presents differently for everyone, but I mean, for the most part, we all have something sitting there, something that's there that we can tap in and harness the power of. Okay, so really building some awareness of, like, feeling into the roots of that wisdom from past lives, from eons of time, that is deep in the cells of our being. We have so much there in terms of knowledge and wisdom that we choose to ignore. And we're all guilty of it at some point. Like, it's easy to be ignorant or unknowingly ignorant when we don't actually have all the knowledge. And although there may be knowledge there, it doesn't always mean it's in the conscious. Okay, so really trying to harness that awareness of what is hidden, and there's this call to action to bring that out in people at the moment. So really learning to step into your truth of what's true deep in your soul. When you walk outside and you're in amongst nature and you're breathing it in, you're feeling it, you're really embodying it, what comes to you? What do you feel in your knowing as to what nature would like you to be? Like, being true with at the moment. Okay, it's easy to get lost in a world that has so many ease of access points when it comes to food, products that's all packaged now, you know, plastics and whatnot, when we already have such an innate ability, the wisdom's already there to seek, well, that's probably not the right word, to access what we want and what we need. I'm hearing it more and more these days about people accessing ways to, you know, have a better economic words not working, better sustainable choices when it comes to, you know, power that they use in their home, the sources of power, the sources of products they choose to purchase for their home. Yeah, there is so much we can be doing. One huge message that did come through was grow your own vegetables. Sorry about that. Yes, was grow your own vegetables. They were pretty specific about that. There were a number of key points when asked about why. And they ranged from all sorts of, obviously better for our health to grow our own vegetables and fruit. Community, bringing people together. There was the point made of to help prevent poverty, minimise costs that are being spent, help the environment, because it limits the amount we purchase commercially, which is using more of that pesticide, more pesticides and other chemical products to make mass-produced products. So that was a big key as well. I should have written these down. I wrote them in my phone, but I didn't put them to paper so I could actually read them to you. Now I'm recording on my phone. So yeah, there's a number of elements that will come back as we go. So anyway, I grew veggies for the first time over the last summer, and it was a really cool experience. I had never grown veggies before, and I decided to grow, with the help of a friend, boosted me to do it initially. But yeah, tomatoes, capsicums, zucchini and cucumbers. And man, did I have an abundance. I ended up with so many vegetables that I actually went and took them to community catch-ups and shared them around. And then I was still getting way too many for my household. So I actually started knocking on neighbours' doors and offering them vegetables. Much to my surprise, I was given products back. So I didn't even expect it. But like, I had one person that lives behind me, they gave me passion fruits. And I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. Another neighbour gave me some limes, and then another and I just started receiving different veggies and fruits from neighbours just by giving. And I just realised, oh my God, this is what we're supposed to be doing. Like, we all live within a certain proximity of a group of people. I live in more suburbia type living, so there's still a block of houses. And what if we all just took turns growing specific items, and instead of one person trying to do it all, and we just shared the abundance of the yields that we get from each of those items, so that we're helping each other then, and we're connecting, and we're helping the earth, and yeah, we're not feeling like we're taking it all on ourselves. If you can only grow some tomatoes, even if it's in a pot, so be it. But it's whatever is your capability that you can access. So I thought that was pretty cool. Anyway, a learning I didn't expect to get from it. So is there another insight that would like to be shared from this? Okay, so we have pink chalcedony, creativity, self-expression, life is your canvas. So finding ways that you can express yourself in recycling products. What can you use from the environment, from old packaging, from old things that are just no longer needed? How can you repurpose it? Okay, so there's a cool little, one that I didn't actually expect to get, but yeah, that's cool. Like, how can we repurpose? Life is our canvas, so how can we use our self-expression and our creative self in repurposing products? How can we access that inner knowledge that we have in going, okay, well, I can use that for that, and look, I'm a bit lost on this because I can't think of any examples, because there you go, there's my creativity right now. But it gives us an opportunity to access that self-expression in doing so, because everyone has their own level of creativity where they can express and we can learn from. So yeah, there's so much beauty in sharing that and really just harnessing in those gifts that we have already. Okay, again, what else have we got? Okay, Lyran Stargate, Azurite and Orchid, personal power, healing entanglements, and throat opening. So cutting cords with those that you no longer wish to carry energy. We should do this as a practice anyway, because really everyone we come into contact with, we pick up energies, and especially those that we are intimate with, whether it be past partners, etc. We still have attachments with someone, or we carry a piece of their energy still. So by healing and doing that inner work for ourselves, we are improving our personal power. We are coming back to more our authentic self. And it's got throat opening. So I feel like there's an importance here in using our voice, our personal power in the way we use our voice. So advocating for rights for our earth and for our environment, and whether it be in your own home, your personal products you use, or whether it be if you have access to a larger scale audience, advocating and using your voice and power externally for others to start to learn from you. So I thought that's a pretty cool one there. There's power in our voice. And does our Fae friend have one last message that we can chat about? Secret garden, sacred space. Cultivate your space, inner beauty and self-care. So yeah, really treating yourself as the sacred garden and honoring what you choose to put into your body by choosing better alternatives of food, of more natural produce, just returning more to that. If you eat meat, that's fine, but returning more to plant-based foods, and if you do eat meat, you know, obviously include your meat, that's fine, or other protein products if that's for you. And just remembering that by honoring the earth in the choices you choose to feed you, you are honoring you. honouring you and the choices of food you choose, you are honouring the earth. So it's a give and take. Think of this beautiful giving, receiving energy that we can share. So as a collective, when we all take care of ourselves, we help the earth, we help the rest. We are that secret garden to making that happen. We are that magic. It also radiates from us, because when we care for us, we radiate that out for others. And it's like magnetizes, catches on, and people just start to, start to follow suit. And when they see your skin looking beautiful, oh, you look like you're glowing today, and you've been looking really good lately. What happens? The conversation starts. What have you been doing? What's different? Oh, I might try that. I'd love some more information on that. So by looking after you first and foremost, you actually start to educate others on how to do the same. And the catch point of that is you are helping the earth by doing that, because by choosing those right products, produce, etc., to nurture you and shining it outwardly, causing that inquisitive nature of others to want to delve in and find out more. You're wanting to share more, and everyone else that takes that moment to ask you and have that conversation, they learn so much. It's a huge honouring for the earth in itself. So look after you first and foremost. This vessel is here to carry out the work, to look after this earth. We are here to look after each other. We're supposed to be lifting each other up. We are an interdependent species that thrive on that connectedness and that love, and by supporting each other and carrying each other through the areas that we can. I've got to remember that's key, that you can at that time. You actually support yourself further because you support them to then carry you, and so on, so on, so on. We create this beautiful environment of people that are able to care for each other. And eventually, it minimizes that need to do it all ourselves. And we feel that return of love. And there's so much power in that. So, focus on the call to action of your own self-awareness. What is happening around? Call to action of awareness of your environment. What can I do to help in the capacity that I'm in? What are my limits? What's my financial budget? What's my connectedness? What can I do with the limitations I have? Okay? And use your wisdom in that. Use that outwardly. Little things like when your toothpaste runs out, maybe the next time you purchase toothpaste, you'll buy an item that you know is more sustainable, better for the environment, perhaps even better for you, depending on what ingredients they're using in it. The next time you run out of laundry detergent, well, it's perfect time to then decide, now what can I change to that's better for the earth? The next time you're in the garden, take a look around and think, how can I improve this space to nurture it more? So little things like that awareness and bringing that wisdom back, and doing the little things that can do for you at the capacity you can. Self-expression, remembering to really use your creativity on how you can repurpose things. if that's something you can do. Not everyone can do this, so really look around. It could be the jars you use, you know, you've used for something you used for your cooking, and you wash it out and use it for storage, and start to slowly phase out plastics. Okay, that's a use of creativity in repurposing some items. Slowly weaning out the need to have plastic containers and packets and everything in your pantry. Stepping into your personal power and your throat opening, starting to really heal those blocks and cut those cords, anything that is blocking your throat from speaking your truth and speaking the truth of your environment, and therefore supporting you and the earth. And lastly, cultivating your space and your inner beauty, that secret garden that lives in you, so you can outwardly shine for others to want to follow. It's all about seeing results on someone else is the best form of promotion anyone can give. Seeing that shift in someone, that beautiful growth, is power. Power to move forward. So thank you, and thank you to our little Fae friend that came through asking for this to be heard. As mentioned, I will be doing a pick a card reading shortly, and I will pop that up in the next day or so, and it's going to be much to do with what is your mission to help the earth at this time, and how can you start this action. So this was a request from our little Fae friend, so yeah, I will do a pick a card reading and allow you to delve more into that for your own personal energy. Okay, and if you haven't already, I did pop up a new moon pick a card reading for the new moon this week on the 15th. Hop on, have a look, see how this new moon will be helping you manifest, or what is manifesting for you, okay, subconsciously or consciously, with this new moon. If you could hit subscribe, like and share, it all helps get these messages out and create a more connected world. This is the whole point of why I do this. It's help you connect to you and help you connect to others. Okay, so much love, enjoy the day, see you soon.